welcome each and every one of you to my YouTube channel. This afternoon, it's a Saturday afternoon, and we're all gathered here this afternoon to learn. And with me is my beautiful friend. His name is, what's your name?
Kelly.
Kelly, what is your name? You should give us the correct name. Kelly Uzowuru. Yeah. So he's gonna be my private student for today, and we're having a special master class. So this afternoon I want to take Kelly on a very interesting topic, and the title of the topic is diction. Can somebody say diction?
Diction.
Can I hear you say that again?
Diction.
Can you say that again?
Diction.
One more time.
Diction.
Diction. That's what we're learning today. Okay? Alright. Now, I want us to take a look at diction, the meaning of diction. Diction is the writer's choice of word. What did I say? Diction is the writer's choice of word. Diction is the writer's choice of word. And then the effect of this word, the effect of the words on the reader or the writer. Diction is the writer's choice of word and the effect of this word on the reader. How does this word affect the reader? How does it affect the listener of this word or sentences? It can also mean articles, okay? Alright, now I want us to rush straight to the next point. What can diction do for us? But before we do that, I also want to explain or talk further what diction is all about. It is the distinctive vocabulary choice. The distinctive vocabulary choice. So if I decide to make use of this vocabulary or that vocabulary on different article, it's my choice. I am the reader, I am the writer, I am the speaker, and I decide to twist from article to article, from journal to journal. Okay, so diction is the distinctive vocabulary choice or the style of expression that the author or the speaker adopts. The style, the expression that the speaker does what? Adopts. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what can diction do for you? Diction affects the tone and complexity of a text. Diction has a lot to do with the tone. Okay, what tone is this writer adopting? From the tone, is the writer angry? Is the writer happy? Let's know what situation, what environment, or what has transpired. Sometimes a writer makes a speech or writes with anger, an angry tone. Are you listening to me? Alright, so for example, when your mama say, Kelly, leave there or I will deal with you. Now, from what your mom said, does it mean or does it show that she's angry? Yes, she's angry. And if you decide to ignore your mom, or if you decide to not answer your mom, what will happen? She will spank your butt, right? Or she will deal with you, something like that. Am I understood? Good. So, the writer's choice of word, it shows the tone of the text. The text we're talking about is the sentence or the article. Number 2, look at the board, okay? Diction determines the formality and the strength of a text. When we talk about formality, we're talking about how professional, is it an official statement, or is it a statement that was made in the conference, or was it a statement that was made in the office, or was it a slangy sentence? But number 2, diction determines the formality and the strength of a text. How heavy, what kind of content does this article have? Number 3, I have it on the board. It said diction can determine your speaker. Who is your speaker? Who is speaking and to who? Diction determines or identifies your speaker. Sometimes when you hear words like you fly, I fly. Okay? You fly, I fly. I would always think about Titanic. When I was growing up, there's this lovely movie. He's also a writer that talked about the story of two lovebirds, a man and a woman. They loved each other. Okay, so when they were going about all of their love activities and charade, it got to a point when Rose wanted to jump. And then she went to the edge of the boat, okay, the Titanic ship, and she wanted to jump. And Jack said, she stretched out her hands like this. And she said, I want to fly, I want to jump. And John said, you fly, I fly. So, what speaker is that? Who made that statement? Obviously, it was made by Jack. In what storyline? In Titanic, okay? So, diction determines the strength of a text and even identifies your speaker. Now, I have just some examples on the board. Number one, I made use of your name, Kelly. Okay, so let's read it together. Kelly loves walks at the park. Let's read it together. Kelly loves walks at the park. What does it mean? It means that you enjoy walking at the park. You like to move around, play with the sand, play with the pets around there. You just like being at the park. Now let's look at number two. It says, Kelly adores walks in the park and sun-soaked rest. I recap. Kelly adores walks in the park and sun-soaked rest. So what does it mean? It simply means that Kelly likes to play at the park. And even when it's sunny, Kelly enjoys to play at the park. Sun-soaked rest simply means despite the fact that the sun is out, he will not run back home. He still wants to rest when it's sunny. Alright? Number three. Kelly fancies dance about the plaza and bathing in both sun and slumber. Let's read it together again. Kelly fancies dance about the plaza and bathing in both sun and slumber. It simply means that Kelly enjoys to jump around, play with a scooter. He just likes to play at the park, and he likes to bathe himself under the sun, and even likes to rest under the sun. Now, do you know that these three sentences are the same? But the difference is that they just changed the meanings. But they are the same. They are what? The same. Somebody say the same sentences. Say the same sentences.
The same sentence.
They are the same sentences. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, now let's go further. The three sentences say the same thing, mean the same thing, okay? But you can change the diction and everything about your text. Alright, so comedians do not say funny stories. They only choose funny words. Comedians. AY Life, Basket Mouth, Mr. Bean. They don't say funny stories. Are you listening to me? They only use funny words. They use what? Funny words. And the words are what makes you laugh, okay? It's the word that they adapted that makes you laugh. It's not the funny stories that makes you laugh. It's the use of words, the kind of words and this kind of expression that they adapt. And that's why you just laugh, laugh, and laugh. You can even pay $1 million just to be in their show and to laugh all you want, okay? So diction is a noun. Diction is a what?
Noun.
It's a noun, and it's defined as style of speaking, style of writing, as dependent upon the choice of word. Diction means what? The style of what? Speaking. The style of what?
Speaking.
And the style of writing. And the style of what? Writing, as dependent on the choice of words. So I want you to underline choices of words. Okay, it has to do with the writer or the speaker. It has to do with the choice word or the word of your choice word, and it also has to do with your listener. Okay, three things: the speaker, the choice of word or the choice of language, the choice of action, the choice of vocabulary, and it has to do with who? The listener. Are you with me, Kelly? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Diction has to do with the accent, the inflection, intonation, and the speech. Diction also have to do with the quality manifested by an individual speaker. Diction usually judges the terms and the prevailing standard of acceptability or enunciation. Okay, so I want to believe that with our very short video on diction, you have learned something. Please, I'd like you to comment on the comment section below. I want you to communicate with me. I want to know your challenges or your fears. But remember, I will be back with you same time on Saturday for our usual weekend, Scholarfield Weekend Club, where we'll learn about diction. We breed or groom children on Nelson writing, jollyphonics, reading drills, writing drills, spelling drills, and of course, on public speaking. Thank you very much for watching. But please, do not leave this platform without subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click on the notification button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a like and then a thumbs up. And please don't forget to share. Thank you. Bye.